If anybody tells you that IPOB is the one killing people in Oluzon, it is not correct. Wicked politicians are sponsoring the killings in Olu. Last week in Oberuru, the APC ward chairman was killed in his house. The APC secretary was killed in his house. APC woman leader was killed in his house. I have cross-checked. Since the inception of this banditry, not one PDP man has died. Not one PDP man and his house has been attacked.
Yes, depending on your time zone and your location. Dikono wait for the video tag and see for the social media space corner trendy. This particular video has been making the social media space. The governor of Imo State was actually talking about the insecurity in Imo State. So right now, Unumano for just 48 hours from now, April 26th, or for 48 hours for the court hearing between NNAMDI KANU and the Federal Republic of Nigeria to actually resume again. Unumano 28th and 29th of this May, and then 6th, 16th, 18th, and 19th of June. But for now, some of these things that are coming out, I think will actually help the next court sitting. So legal team NNAMDI KANU should actually be able to see some of these videos, because when they testify was actually saying IPOB some of the attacks and killing that is happening in Imo State. So with this video, I think if I get help with the next court sitting. So that's for that. So there were videos on from one young man able to report about the Biafran agitation. He said a lot of things in the video, made a lot of advice. We be about the way Biafrans got about this agitation, and was actually making a point that always some things open at the video that I want you guys to actually settle down and watch from beginning to the end. He made a point anyway. Man, a point I only making at this video, but points NNAMDI KANU video with, because he was actually saying that the agitation, the way the agitation Shiaga will not give Biafra what they want. It was something so Okugasili. And because of the divisions, he might be right in some parts. But after watching the video, I got to understand that some of the things, the strategies all pinpoint each other out, has been the first thing NNAMDI KANU video agitation with. And it did not work because the system is very corrupt. I mean, the system now operates good enough the country we are in. So I want you guys to watch the video. Go know if you want to open this video. Then you can drop your opinion in the comment section. But before watching that video, the social media idea forget. Social media idea forget. Don't with this particular video of Nayuku, legendary Nollywood actor Anapo Chiwetalagu, where Emily Embarrass na Anambra State for putting on an attire that looks like the Biafran description. And it was out. Just watch the video. Actually, I'm gonna go watch it. I just played back for you guys to see, because I made it so many years ago. I think 2 or 3 years back, if I may. So just memory lane. I play quite back. I know what's actually transpired in that video. I know a lot of people may have seen this video. Chief way famous there. A lot of people have to be here. So let's play it back. Watch the video. Then after that, I'll play this other video. Go and watch here. Not if this guy put on this video. Now after watching that, drop your opinion in the comment section. And each 28 and 29 case NNAMDI KANU continue. Now we are just 2 days, just 48 hours time, and we'll resume again. Can I look at the court sitting? So watch the video, drop your opinion again, and share the video. I'll be right back.
And you are now promoting this. Please look for another clue for you.
No, I can wear this. My vehicle is parked at the center of all people.
No worry, that one.
Hold on. So this is rising. This is sun. This is rising sun, not Biafra, not Eastern Security Network. Do you understand? So with my education, I know areas to go, areas not to go. It would be better for you to be videoing all this. Your guy is talking. Your guy is talking. Your guy is talking. So let's listen to the facts. They know how to react to the facts. This is the
implication of this.
Rising sun. Me, I believe that.
No, 30 minutes.
I was right.
Gather people.
Well, this is just civil dress.
Come this way.
I was buying bread, 10,000 naira bread, sharing them one.
Come this way.
No campaign, nothing. Sharing bread, 10,000 worth of bread. When they came, Nobody was doing demonstration or carrying people along. If people who were hungry, I was giving them bread.
I tell you.
I was giving them bread.
Then deploy.
Is it wrong to give to feed?
When I made those videos where I talked about the North have something to learn from the Yorubas, and at the same time the Igbos have something to learn from the Yorubas as well, recently I've been seeing a lot of draggings in regards to that. On the part of the North, I talked about the fact that they need to let go of things like religious intolerance, and the fact that there seems to be a high level of illiteracy, which is evident, right? So I'm not even going to that area for now. On the part of the Igbos, what I said they need to learn is the fact that they need to learn to stoop to conquer, number one, and they need to learn how to strike deal with any government of the day. So I think in that area now, that is where I'm getting some feedbacks and some draggings as well. So let's do justice to it. Let me break it down more holistically. So when I say the Igbos have something to learn from the Yorubas, it basically entails that they should learn to lobby with the government of the day in regards getting those things that they feel they are deprived of, and a lot of other things they wish to have, that in that area. And at the same time, I equally made mention of the fact that this so much agitation, online agitation, and this call for a total breakdown or whatever is not doing them more good, rather is creating more enmities between them and people that can actually facilitate or help them in achieving that which they desire. So when you look at it on the part of the Igbo region now, what is the point of agitation? There are two agitations I get to discover. One is the fact that some factions are of the opinion that Nigeria should be splitted. They want to go. They don't belong to Nigeria. They want to have their way. Fine. Another faction is also of the opinion that let's go back to the regional system of government as it used to be. Okay, let's pick these 2 points now and talk about it sincerely. Sentiments aside, emotions aside, let's discuss it straight. Okay, let's look at if you are of the opinion of division, let's divide the country. Let the Igbos go on their own. The first question I want to ask you is, do you know what it takes to divide a country? Well, for you to be agitating for that, I think you should equally know. But if I must bring to your notice, I will want to let you know that dividing a country is not something you just sit down and negotiate on a table. All the situations, most of the situations we've seen around the world happens as a result of that point in time where the whole country was thrown into a chaotic situation that at the end of the day, it have to even involve the interventions of some organizations like the United Nations for peacekeeping and a lot of other things, a total breakdown, a total chaos before such is achieved. And that is exactly anybody that is agitating for a division should prepare his mind for. We must have a situation where, like, in short, the country is like almost thrown into a total situation of war. And the fact is, this war now will have to be centered on the fact that we need to go. But in actually doing that, do the people, any part of Igbos that are actually agitating for this, are they ready for that situation? That is number one. And secondly, do they have the capacity? Because the last time I checked, if you are to agitate for that, I bet you based on a lot of things and a lot of happenings I'm seeing, is going to be only you against the federal government, only you against the government of the federation. Because the North will not be a party to that, number one. And at the same time, the Yorubas will have to go with their own as well. And at the same time, there seems to be a division even between you and your closest neighbors. So who is going to join you in that struggle? That is another question, except you have the capacity. But the last time I checked, I'm telling you the government have more capacity in that regards to make sure that they do whatever it takes that the situation doesn't escalate, that it involves the whole of Nigeria. That is for a fact. Okay, for the agitation of regional government, that is reasonable. But let's ask ourselves the question. If you're talking about going back to the old regional system of government, are we going back to the old three regions? The northern region, the eastern region, and the western region? Okay, fine. But there's a problem there as well. What is the present eastern region at the moment? The present eastern region at the moment has been is no more what it used to be before. You quite agree with me in the sense that the typical Ikore man, the Ijaw man, or the Niger Deltans as well, are not ready to go with you people. There seems to be a kind of a problem and a kind of disharmony, a kind of a lot of issues between you people. So if they are even to push you to the former Eastern region now, who is now going to emerge as the leader? Is it the Igbo man that is going to emerge as a leader, or is it the Ijaw man or anybody from the Niger Delta that will emerge? You see, that is already a problem on its own already. And it's a problem in the sense that a lot of people from the, most especially the Niger Deltas, are still carrying the old grudges of the civil war that happened in regards to what you did to them, and a lot of other things and a lot of variables. And over time, whether calculatively or anyhow it happens, that division seems to be expanding. And when you check online, you get to see that the division among even you and the Niger Deltans is expanding on a daily basis. So how do you achieve that? That is on that part. So when I said you have something to learn from the Yorubas, this is just basically what I mean. You can actually harness your political powers in one place. I know that by population you're disenfranchised, but I tell you that all negotiations should be done in the National Assembly, right? So imagine a situation where you have your senators speaking with one voice, and at the same time you just have a little faction of maybe the Yorubas lawmakers and a little bit of the Hausa lawmakers in regards to what you want. Don't you think you will get that? And even the desire for the presidency, I'm telling you, is just a matter of time. It will come through. But by the time you stand on your own, you say this person is a betrayer, this person is a stupid person, I tell you, you're not going anywhere. Nothing will happen. And part of even the key elements of this regional system of government is the fact that when this regional system of government were there used to be a regional, the political parties are reflective of the regions. That is to say, each region has its own peculiar political party. What is the regional political party in the Igbo land at the moment? So divided. You have the APC, you have the PDP, you have a lot of it. That was one part I talked about. The fact that you need to keep your house in order first before you agitate for that. Are we even forgetting about the quality of some of these senates your senators you appoint to the house? Just of recent, was it not this senator or is it one year or whatever that stood up to actually talk about the need for them to demolish the houses that were close to the airport, people's villages, that because the site is not good when you are landing. So these are the quality of senators that you expect to now come and have a better deal with. So I still insist, there's so much to be done. There's so much to be done. Keep the online dragging. I tell you, do more of this homework, and I tell you the rest, time will take care of it. My best solution at the moment to any Nigeria is for us to come together, put heads together, and fight our common enemy, which happens to be corruption in any aspect, irrespective of tribe, irrespective of region, irrespective of religion. That is my best advocacy for the moment.